start to take over, they still come back from what they learn in the environment. What makes you important in life nowadays? You must be famous. What makes you famous? As you be a gunman, you must be a so or somebody must be afraid of you. And some of these girls are attracted to the ones that you should be afraid of. So it's a whole heap of things come right down the line that would have distort the lives of the children nowadays. That need a thorough examination, not just a broad brush to just come out and say kill them. You understand what I
Yeah.
mean? Because we're losing the men.
All right. I want you to sit back just a little bit. Sit back because when you come forward, we tend to have some distortion with your voice. I mean, I'm not hearing you clearly, and you're saying some great things that we need to hear. Recently,
Yeah.
there was a stabbing at a Kingston Technical School. It was very disgraceful. It was very heartrending as a parent myself. What are your thoughts when you saw the breaking down of our schools and our children and so on? What came to your mind when you saw that?
Firstly, when I saw it, I realized that we are in a society of heartlessness. A society where people have no compassion for the next one. Somebody will steal your things right in front of your very eyes, and even when you know and see them, they will not bring it back. Some people who will feel there was a time we were going to school and we used to probably carry a knife, but the only thing we think about is cutting a man. I will cut you, I will cut you, but we never think about stabbing you. When we hear about stabbing, we used to hear about killing a cow. Once you stab them, they're going to die. So these people in a society where where violence is becoming normal. And it is not just only in your society, in your community. It is that little thing named the cell phone and the movies and the YouTube and all the social media, what we want to call the fast world. So
Yeah,
all the things that are done and can be done to people are done worse. We don't fast. And no understanding that you doing this to anyone makes no difference. What you stop it. You see today, every single day, something can come across your phone on WhatsApp. Somebody, and people that videotape it if they want to be the star of the show. You're out there and someone videotape, somebody knock you down and they videotape you, a car bounce you down and videotape you. So when there a motor vehicle crash and some people are there trying to take the man out of the car and somebody else was there trying to remove the tape. While somebody is trying to pull the man out of the car, somebody removing the tape. So we're developing a culture of heartlessness. People no longer care for the next door neighbor. One stand, I saw some youth coming from school and for them fighting, and the rest of them just hear, hey, hey, hey. That's hard.
yeah, cheering them on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So it coming from parents. The parents who are doing it and passing around all these things on social media. And some of these things is somebody videotaping it, probably an adult. The children are there. A lot of the things that these children do is what they are learning from their very parents. So we in a society of heartlessness. It's not the time when they used to say a community raise a child. And everyone would look out for the next one child and you're going to school and you give them a ride. You know what I mean? You see thief over your neighbor fence, nobody don't look out for that anymore. Nobody protect each other anymore. You stand right at your gate and somebody walk past and never say, good morning, sir. You never think you could have fall on this and then take you up. So the heartlessness and all of this root and that stabbing in at the school aside one time and I never look at it again because I cannot understand those two girls are probably best friends. How do you feel
Exactly.
20 years from now to realize that you are the one who killed your best friend? And there's a lot of things going on with that is concerned. So the heartlessness that is
Yeah.
being developed, you know?
We're faced now with social media. A few years ago, we didn't have the prevalence of social media. We have WhatsApp, we have TikTok. And I must
Mm.
tell you, I'm appalled at some of the things that people send me on WhatsApp and what I actually visualize on TikTok. And I'm talking about coming from adults, senior citizens, children. You should see some of the things, the nastiness, the lewdness, the carelessness, the disgustedness of some of the things that are perpetrated on these channels. Do you think we should also ban these channels from Jamaica? Because they have not done much for me. They only make me more saddened to see that we're losing fastly if we have not lost a generation of children to these networks. Social media, what are your thoughts on that?
There's a common say, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. As bad as social media is, it is good. That if myself as an artist inspire something. So if it is banned for one thing, it's going to prevent me achieving another farm. What it requires is education. Because if we are educated with anything, whatever you don't like, I can probably use it. Any of us may throw something. You throw if you want to say a whole bed, but somebody else will be happy to get it to sleep. And it is not even the object, is what you do with it. The social media is one of the greatest things. But what we really need is how to balance, how to educate proper use of the first thing. You know what I mean? If you want to say beginning, somewhere in Isaiah 45, verse 7 or 47, verse 4, and the Lord thy God hath created them. So let us God create them.
We're having problem with your audio, Maki. We're having problem with your visual. It's
Oh my
perfect,
now.
but I'm not. I don't. I think maybe if you sit back and not come forward, just try and
Okay. Oh,
stay as far back as possible because what you're saying is very, very important to my fans. There's a
okay.
lot of people that is actually paying attention to us at this particular time, and I want them to be able to go away from this program with something that is rewarding. So repeat what you were saying again. Stay back as possible because your microphone is not coming across clearly.
All right. I'm saying social media might be one of the best things. It's us being educated as to how to get better out of it from this. So it comes to balance.
I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing you clearly. Are you hearing me clearly when I speak?
I am hearing loud and clear, unless it's your hearing, I don't know. But
No, it's
I am
not my
hearing loud.
hearing. It's remember this is the studio, so everything that comes out from the studio should be as clean as possible. Uh,
Okay.
but stay forward then and let's see. Repeat what you were just about to say again in that
How is
position.
it at this? How is it at this distance?
Well, I'm hearing you now. Let's put it like that.
All right. Let me see if I can maintain being right here
Right.
without
Go ahead.
shouting. All right. What I'm saying, social media can be the worst and it can be the best.
Hmm.
Whatever the best you can get out of the worst thing, you are better off. I use social media to promote my music and my works. When I want to know the meaning of the word, the first thing I do is type it in Google. Every single thing. If I want to know the latest news, of course, we go to YouTube and we go to Facebook the next morning. So it have its advantages. It is whatever you have, you are trained as to how to get the best out of it. There are many things that come through my phone, but how do I process it? Our ability to process what we get. Of course, Christians go to church and they get some of the worst things on their phone, but what do they do with it is up to them. So if we are now trained and cultures as to how to process the thing properly, that is where the advantage should be. What do we do with what we get? It's just like a lot of people get a lot of money and they become a pauper after 20 years. It's not how much money you make, it's how much you save. It's what you do with the little that you have. So right now, social media is the greatest thing, but we need to focus our energy, not necessarily on punishing someone. Let's say you see your child watching a game on the phone. I saw my daughter some time ago watching a game. Boop, boop, man, blood up, blood up, blood up face. And I did, some of the time we might come and say, delete it, throw it away, get it off your phone. That may not be the correct approach. One of the approach maybe is, let me see what you're watching and I watch it with you. At the end of the game, I educate you as to the dangers As to watching those, it can make you become heartless, it can make you become spiritless, and you don't even ask them to delete it. They delete it themselves when they are convinced. So many of the draconian measures that we use to solve some problem, we say, get it off the phone. That really don't help because they get it off to suit you, not them. So
Yeah, and later on they go,
if we get to the point to convince people that what you're saying to them is correct and it is true, you won't have to follow them. You won't have to micromanage them. So many of the draconian measures of doing things, we now need people with open mind, different thought process. Some people, once they're in the position, unholy position of authority, they feel that there is only one way and the way that they knew it. We are in a world where things are changing.
I
And
understand
why
you quite well. Remember, our children now, based on the pandemic, were privy to the internet in terms of learning from their phone, tablets, etc., etc. So it is great that you were able to probably see what your daughter is doing and
right.
join in and then further educate. But what about all these other children that are by themselves? Parents are out, a single parent, and they're there with their own phone, their own tablet, doing their own thing. How do we get to those children? Where do we start in educating them in the proper use of, say, social media? Because it's great. We are on social media as we speak. So it is a great thing. We are intelligent people, so we know how to use it. But what about those people that are not as equipped as
You
us?
see, one of the things that is always said, you can't save the world, but you can probably save one. If we go on a program, let's say in Jamaica, to say we promote some other stuff, some of us as parents and as adults, we start finding the thoughts and the things that say words are its best, and we start to share some of these things among people. There are many things that I send to people, even on my status. I don't post anything derogatory. I post certain things to give a smile at the day. I take that as my personal energy. Ensure that when you knock on my WhatsApp status, something to make you smile, something to edify you, something to educate you. Those of us are able to do that. You can't save everybody, but if you can save one, it's like
Yeah,
planting a
but
tree.
I want to get this in. You started a program about going from one school to another. How was that
Right.
met? How was it dealt with? Did you get funding? Was it accepted? Was it warmly appreciated by the masses? How did that work out? Because that would be a great project to get to the mindset of some of these youngsters.
I started that just when COVID began, where I took it on myself. As I say, change in transition. I have a song called Follow Your Dreams, Believe in Yourself, the goals you must achieve. I say I'm going to do, follow the dreams through the schools, where I just need 10 minutes of the devotion time and everybody's gathered to administer to those youths, to put the power in your hand and do that. I write to many organizations funding. I never get a dollar from anyone, not even governmental organization, who should have been happy to join me in an initiative like that to transform the minds of the people. So that is from there I realized that look, whatever I can do, I just play
As an
my part.
individual,
Right. So I went through wherever I could finance less. It cost me what I didn't even have. But I did it because I believe that if we take an initiative, that what if you are on earth and you have done nothing for the next generation, you might as well be here. Some of us will leave a name. Sometimes people will respect you for what you do, or what you do for them. Some of the best thing is when they respect you for what you didn't even do, or you behave, or you flex. The little things that you can do sometimes, or you respond to a certain situation, you might inspire some people by just you're not doing some things. So if we, as say, those who know or might know, can push an initiative within yourself, within your space, in your workplace, in your trad on the street. Somebody may say, well, look what the man the angle that man, we can angle it like him. Some of us believe that you must be on a pedestal to preach. Sometimes you're preaching your action, your attitude, your behavior. When a man tell you about your mother and you say, well, all right, respect me, have a mother, and you're gone. And a man say, Lord, come and tell me. A man called me a word one day on the street. As we know the word fussy wall, where they want to abuse. And I say, thank you, man. You must respect me as a decent man, an honorable man. Call me that name. Man kill himself over it, man jump over a cliff. Man kill his wife because she give it away. All kind of stuff. That means that must have been so you have called me a wonderful name. I turn the tables and this
Yeah,
person.
you turn negative into
Somebody,
positive.
right. So
Mm,
some of the
mm.
things that we do make a difference. So as far as I'm concerned, we the people cannot wait on government to do everything. As far as I'm concerned, government don't build the life of people. Government build the infrastructure. It is your duty to build your own life from the infrastructure. We have been brainwashed with a lot of these things. You understand what I mean? Government build the sidewalk, all you do is walk on it, but you're still hungry at home. You know what I mean? Government build a nice tax office and the workers still don't get a raise of pay. They build a nice road, you still have to pay a toll. You understand what I mean? They build this nice school of institution. You are the ones who have to study. You are the ones who have to pass. So we have the wrong concept where we depend on our leaders and our organizers. We have a responsibility. What do we want for our next generation? And what are we going to do? The little that you can do, if every man can do a little, we save the world. You know what I mean?
Great. I love where we are now because the next question I'm going to put to you. In recent days, the Broadcasting Commission has placed a ban on certain types of music, the Mali music, the gun music, etc., are being played on our national airways. I wish I could show the video. You came up with a video that is teaming up on YouTube. You can go over to Maki Contra's page or Maki Contra's channel and you'll see what Maki had to say. I'm asking you now to repeat some of the things that you said. You mentioned
Okay.
something like they are 15 years too late. Talk to
Right.
me. The banning
All
of
right.
certain type
All
of
right.
music.
It is on my channel, which is called Maki Conscious Views, where I express my own opinions on various topics on YouTube. This in particular, when I saw the Broadcasting Commission put out that conversation about banning music, and I can only say the Broadcasting Commission is 15 years late, and I probably should have said 25 years late. 15, 25, 10 years, 20 years ago when I was fighting the place with some conscious music. That time certain music were bombarding the airwaves, the dance hall, all the space and everything. And there wasn't any banning of any music. The radio was the end all be all. The TVJ, CVM was the end all be all in Jamaica. When you don't see it here, you don't see it anywhere else. And those were the times when all these banning for the waves, the radio, the airwaves that you have control over. How can you now be banning the radios and the TVs and the newspaper, which the generation you're banning it from don't watch radio, they don't listen to TV, and they don't read newspaper. They
So
jump
they
over the
wait
head and they go to the space where you have no control over.
they wait till the art's gone through the gate before they start to put a lid on it.
Uh,
That's what you're
how
saying.
do you ban YouTube? How do you ban Facebook? You have no it's not a Jamaica jurisdiction. So how are you now going to ban the airwaves that you have control over? You should have banned these airwaves 25 years ago. Then this generation would have seen things different. We wouldn't have to be running down because as far as I'm concerned, the things that you hear, your environment makes you become it. A lot of what
No,
is happening, what was
yeah,
listening.
yeah, no, Maki, from an artistic standpoint, and I'm a record producer, so I am concerned. And I know personally, with my level of intelligence, I know that music can be listened to involuntarily, which means the music is playing, even if you try not to concentrate on the music, but your subliminal mind or your subconscious mind is absorbing these beats and these words into your space. Now, there's a lot of artists, I don't want to call any names, but there are a lot of artists, this jacket, that's saying, ooh, me I go play when I want to play. Ooh, That now have nothing banning these music now, have nothing to do with the mindset of the children them. You want them to move is and so on and so forth and so on. What is your stance? Do you think music has helped to form this new culture that we have in Jamaica? To create some of these monsters that our misguided youngsters have become? What are your thoughts, Mackie Conscious, as a recording artist?
Use one of this example. When people are making love, they choose some love songs. Correct? When a man
Correct.
is quoting a woman, I wanna love you and treat you right. These are the songs that stay in always and forever. These are the songs.
Yes.
So aren't they impacting? So what difference it makes if you say I want to cut off a man head tonight if him diss me? So one of the fastest way, I don't think people set out generally to say I am going to destroy the world with music. But the fact is, music is not even the. Of course, music may be the type of music, but I'm not speaking. Any type of music is fine with me, whether dance or reggae, calypso or whatever. The content that the music is carrying. If it want to carry a song A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you hear it over and over again, you learn it without you think. After a while, it becomes a part of you. Many persons got some psychological problem. They give things to listen. They give them some things to listen to, and when they listen to them, it soothes the mind. Some of the things that you listen over and over, music, we call a song, have what is called a punchline. It is the
All right,
punchline that
I
you
just wanna
think.
stop you there for a minute.
Yeah.
Someone just wrote in, and I think can you see it on your screen? That says that
Um,
Jamaica just have to take off the shoes and run on the toes. Simply, this is the only way to fix Jamaica. Are you understanding that views from Picola underscore son?
well, of course, I respect that person's opinion, and I will always do and wish they respect mine. I think we need to realize that it is a general thing that must be when it comes to Jamaica, it now becomes a all of us. How do we convince the people to realize that it is all of us right now? Because as far as I'm concerned, the Broadcasting Commission is unable to control that. How can we control it individually in your homes, in your space where your children are? Unless if it is a governmental issue, the government now need to start promote the opposite of what is being promoted. And I mentioned something in my blog. If you check some of the major commercials, it is not Barry Summons that's doing them. What is not a Taurus Riley, is not a protege. It is probably some of the persons who have sung some of these same songs that the commission will try to ban. When it comes to business, some people is about business and making money. They don't care of the impact of what it have on the society or anything else. As long as I make some money, I am fine. So that is some of the thing, the love for money, which is the root of all evil. And a lot of the persons who you want to say probably don't have any children themselves, they don't really care. It's all about the bank balance. Some
So
people sing things, but they don't play them in their house.
yeah, so you're saying then actually corporate Jamaica, without pinpointing a particular company, but you're saying
Yeah.
corporate Jamaica is actually funding these characters are creators of some of the problems that we know face. Corporate Jamaica is actually funding it.
They're about the bottom line. So if you want to talk about sex music and some sexuality, we bring the nation or the society to a point where that's all. What if all of what's let us say we can now say music played a role in some of this. How do we now start to say I am going to sponsor some of the persons who are singing positive? Let us, as a government, let us have a ministry, let us have corporate Jamaica make a concerted effort to find the persons who are singing positive. You know, when they sentenced Vibes Cartel to prison, you know, I said one thing: if I had the chance to sentence Vibes Cartel, I would sentence him to 100 years of singing something opposite. Vibes Cartel is one of the most influential persons in the history of Jamaican music. Bob Marley is As far as I'm concerned, Cartel is the Bob Marley of the dancer, whether they like it or not. That man,
Mm.
I went to a school, one of the schools I went to give a talk to the youth. And every one of the boys, his pant foot was straight and he was wearing clocks. Whose
Wow.
influence is that? Cartel. I didn't know how to start my presentation, and I said to them, one of the greatest artists in Jamaica is Five Cartel, and they dest them knock and everybody beat down the place. They were all Five Cartel influence. And I said to them in my presentation, as much as you all love Vibes Cartel, it tells that you're a follower because look at their shoes and your pants. What are you going to do next? Not that anything was wrong with the shoes and the pants, because the pants and the shoes. But if he was able to influence you to think that this is your pants of choice, what can you do to influence someone else with something else that you have done? And they understood what I was saying. I wasn't being derogative to Cartel because he's a genius. Can you
Of
imagine
course.
you send from Vibes Cartel and say, I am going to give you a challenge. I will not send you to prison. I give you 1,000 years or 100 years of singing influential music, something to educate the next generation because whatever you say, they believe in you and they will do. If
And
corporate
to
Jamaica right now can do the same thing with persons like probably us who sing a song named More Reality and I don't think it play on the radio twice.
yeah,
So much to
yeah,
teach your children in this world today for us to teach them music is the way. We got the lessons in many ways. If we take a different approach as corporate Jamaica and say, let us start sensitizing people, this set of music, just like how someone used to pay to play some music, pay if you play some free music, pay them then. Pay the same DJ then, pay whoever radio station is and promote a different form of music and let some other people be the artists of choice, the style of music as choice. What you want Jamaica to become, it is the music of choice. Then what will happen? All the next generation will normally be gravitated to what is ahead. And I think that
well,
is where we are.
I agree with you 110%. Recently I did a video that Cartel, Vibes Cartel I'm talking about, a DJ Palmer, and I happen to know him personally before
Yeah,
he even became this giant that he has now become. The
yeah,
icon. Because let's put it like that. Cartel is synonymous with being iconic in Jamaica.
yeah,
And I did
yeah,
a video, Market Conscious, stating that Cartel is worth much more to Jamaica being free from behind bars. If
mhm,
we can get him to do the things that you say and follow certain protocols in terms of addressing our children. Because I believe in him. Even my wife of 60 something years,
yeah.
she's a Cartel fan. When she
My
hear
brother,
Cartel music, she go crazy. The children go crazy. So we
I
can't
hear
just
about,
shove it underneath the corner of the influence of this man. He's
I, I,
powerful.
I know a big woman that said her sex life is influenced by Vibes Cartel. So the point I'm making, there are people in the society, and that is one of the reasons I don't believe in the death penalty
Me either. Me either.
because every man and every woman in the society do what they do for a reason. You can't punish a man with death if he's not afraid to die. You're wasting the time.
Exactly.
And a man who is dead don't even know he's dead. So
Exactly.
if
And
you kill a man, a lot of people die and they didn't get any penalty. What difference it make if one of you using death as a penalty?
and most of these youngsters, Maki, and I've spoken to, I've done a lot of community work. I've been into practically every inner city community of Kingston. My videos are there. I've been in some of the most volatile communities of Kingston. And most of these youngsters are on what you call a conveyor belt. As soon as
Yeah,
you kill one, another one jump on. So you can't just stand up and just shoot everybody on the conveyor belt because they keep. You have to find out the root cause as to why they're getting on the conveyor belt in the first place.
right.
Most of them, you know what they tell me? Well, Big Stone, oh, well, I mean, I don't even care about living no more, you know. Boy, some of them will say, well, Big Stone, your days, you know, a dinosaur age is them there, you know. When I dine on a young people time now, you know. And so
Yeah,
on and so forth. And I get you to some of them, but you're not gonna get you to all of them. You know what
right.
I mean? So I agree with you. We need. the musicians who are influential. And there's a lot now, other than cartel, that is out here right now, that if they just point their music in the right directions, you know what I
Right.
mean? Get away from some of these songs. They can bring this country around. And those are the ones that we're trying to appeal to on this platform. I'm
You know, I
begging
want to
them.
tell you something. There's an artist in Montego Bay that a lot of people, most they don't know. The man is one of the most talented youth I've ever seen. The man used to send me some songs or some video. I don't want to call no name still. I mean,
Yeah.
the man sent me some songs and some videos. And one day the man sent me a tune and man said, boy, I'm not care where I'm have to go, you know, because this I give you the views. You know. Man have 446,000 views on a video and nobody don't know him as an artist.
You
Him
see?
start with different things, the flash girls and the wines and the rum and the liquor and the money. And the man have thousands of views. Him say, "Me just have to do it that way, because not now go the next way." He want it
Watch
to go.
this.
Who is promoting him this way? So him just go the way
Yeah.
with the other people I'm going.
Watch this. The fund is saying no music can affect the eye as long as the eye builds the kingdom to maintain conscious control of the eye. He went on further to state that instead of running away from the music, you must use the music as weights, resist it, and build strength. That's what he's saying.
Well,
So instead
what
of
he's
us,
saying,
yes, go
no,
ahead, go
what
ahead.
he's saying, he's talking about his personal experience, which you have to respect him for. When he
Yeah,
used the
man.
word I,
His
no,
willpower to yeah, I understand. Go ahead.
right. So I appreciate him and his strength. We need people like him to help us to strengthen the other people. Just like I was saying earlier on, we can't run from social media. We have to know how to deal with social media. So if he has the resilience and the resistance as to how to see everything around us, because as far as I'm concerned, everything is relevant, you know, is what you do with it. When I see a girl and say she good looking, another man see her and say she ugly, but it's the same girl. What it is to you is not to me. How do I educate you to see it my way if you can? You understand what I mean? So if he's able to process that, he's very good. He can process his children and nothing around them can affect them because they have a father or a mother like this person. You understand what I mean? So it comes that know that everybody is valuable in the society, even whichever way. Because some people are this way and that way, but they become valuable if they put the thing in its right perspective. You know?
I agree with you. I just want to take this opportunity at this particular time and big up some of my fans who are tuning in. I see Jeff Kelly, big up yourself, Jeff. Piccolo underscore son, big up yourself, man. I see Earl, the Bat Lawrence, big up yourself. And I see quite a lot more who are online and actually listening to Big Stone and Mackie Conscious, the Conscious one. Mackie, tell
Mhm.
us a little bit about who you are. How did you get the name the Conscious one? And why did you use it as your moniker? Because
Yeah.
this is a conscious platform, you know. And we want, when we finish with this broadcast, people can get more into your music, more into who you are as a humanitarian, as a philanthropist, as a musician, artist, etc., etc. And they can use your work to help fix our problem because we have a major problem. Who
Yeah.
is Dennis McKay, aka Mackie Conscious?
Going through school, I go by the name Dennis McKay. Coming up in the music business, start singing and writing some songs. Where people would say, boy, I'm tune conscious. Of course, as McKay, my name, they would call me Mackie. So when the music business I did a song, What If? What if the poor should become the rich? And that was a song that brought me into the scene. Then I started some song, Money and Power. When will we understand each other? Can't be a king and you know royal. A man said, boy, Mackie, I conscious, man. Then now when it comes back to my reasoning power, my level of reasoning, when I sit in a place to hold a reason with somebody, they always say, boy, the man has some conscious reasoning. And it seems like, as we always say, sometimes the things that you say attach itself to you, where sometimes even probably there's a name in your children. Sometimes so probably the name conscious opened my thoughts and I was able to be thinking and seeing things outside the box of the average man of positive thought process, just like how I could join some bridging and keep a show, Entertainers Against Crime and Violence. I took as my own initiative to go into the school. I can't get any help from anybody, and I still wish that some people could come forward and join me because we need, if we can change the next generation, other one could be better off. I do some things outside the box. Right now, I have a lot of ackee tree that I just plant them anywhere I catch. I will come over your yard and plant, and I don't plant to reap any. Because everything that we eat now, coconut, ackee and thing is never we planted. So what we can do for the next generation. Every pear that I eat throughout the season, I have the seed plant in a little pot, in a little thing. And I want to give them away because I love pear. I just want to give people them to plant somewhere, and if I can't get anybody to plant and you see a pear tree growing in your front yard, they might just know say me pass and plant it. Because we not plant to reap penny. We just want plant. We just want to get people, get plant them elsewhere, sour sap, anything at all we can plant it back. So that is my personal initiative. What can I do for the next generation? Plant a tree. How much time we eat a mango, we never plant none. You understand what I mean? So if we take this initiative and start rebuild the next generation, we don't have to be here, man. Look, all we are talking about Marcus Garvey a lot. Marcus Garvey never expect this. So how do you want to be remembered is another thing. So with the consciousness vibe come, I have a lot of music. I have 2 albums out there. One is called What If? One is called Leave It Comes Alone. As a matter of fact, I did 2 compilations. One called The Trad Rhythm, one called Lucky Rhythm of a song I did, just Lucky Me No Lucky. And I have a new album to come out. It's called Inspiration, which has some inspiration song. I did a song named Let's Pray. I did a song named I'm Alive. You can probably find that interesting video on YouTube. A tune named Follow Your Dreams. I have a song which is coming in Brighter Day. I said it's an inspirational album to let you realize that all we know that we are in this world. Once you are alive after all this COVID, you have a right to be here. You have a space. Don't waste it. Yeah. So it's an album of inspirational songs. So that will be coming out shortly, putting the tracks together. A lot of them completed already. And we have a view, Mackie Conscious View. Just find the channel, man. Every time we talk about something like this.
All right. I couldn't end this broadcast without asking you about divine intervention. The Almighty God, whoever or whatever one perceive him or her or it or that thing to be. Jamaica, as per square mile in the Guinness Book of Record, the most bar and churches in the world, on the planet Earth. Yet still we are so violent. Are the church doing what they're supposed to do? Are people getting away from spirituality or Christianity, as you want to call it? And I see you smiling. I mean, talk to me.
You're coming right up my street to that conversation that might take a whole day. First of all, I was born and raised in the church and the concept of God and all kind of Jesus and every single thing. Growing up, I started to see many things differently. First of all, I believe that there is a God because I've seen many things that no man has ever done. Whether it be he, she, it, whoever God is, I don't know nor care to know who God is. One thing I believe that God is perfect. And if God created this world and create this world, he must have created a perfect world. God made the bird, he made the bees, he made the trees and the dogs and the cows, and they all work interchanging in their natural order. Rain is falling right now. This morning the sun was shining. Depends what you do with the environment, you get the result of it. This is what I think, and I got to the point where I realized that God gives you a brain, he gives you muscles, he gives you fresh air. You wake this morning, you get fresh air, you get sunshine, you get breeze and everything. I mean, every single thing that you need in life, God has already given it to you. We sit down every day and we are praying for the things that God has already given. Crime and violence and all these in Jamaica, it is upon you as an individual to use what most I have given you for the correction of it, like what we're talking about. Too many of us pray and ask God for things that we already have. I don't think we need to be asking God for nothing. Wake in the morning and thank God for everything. You want to pass the exam, you have to study. You want a job, you have to work for it. You want a car, you have to work, save and buy it. You have already gotten every single thing. If I am driving to Kingston, some Christians will sit in their car and they pray for journeying mercies. Your journeying mercies, you got it. What do? Go and check your brake, check your tire, check your disc pad, put on your seatbelt, get some good rest that you don't drive and sleep. All these things, our body, our health condition is dependent upon you. God give you that wisdom long time. Why are we still here praying and asking for journeying mercies when you have it? As far as I'm concerned, God may just be laughing at us. I give you everything. Use all that I give you for the benefit. All that you want, use them for your benefit. We have it. Some women go to church for 20 years praying for her husband, but no man is going to church. Children and old men and sick people, they will never get a husband. You want a golfer? What kind of husband you need? One that play golf. Go down to the golf club and hang out. You want a husband? A market vendor? Go down to the market and hang out. Whatever we do in this environment, we get back the result. The choice of all that we need to do in this world is up to us. So I think the churches, even though I began in the church, is leaning us into this prayer. And we must pray, 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 bring in your offering, and God will give you whatever you want. God has already given us. We need to use it
Everything that we
and give
need.
God thanks. Yeah. So we will always have many churches and systems still remain the same because we have God in all of us.
I see Africa Rain. She's a very adamant fan of mine. And she's saying she needs some Jamaican fruit trees to take to Guinea and Kenya because too much violence in Jamaica. So Guinea, Bissau, give me my that old time Jamaica peace of mind. And the border lightening up. Someone is also saying if you teach the animals to plant, you'll have everywhere and they will have trees everywhere. There's someone just saying that the dog them agree. They hear the dog them are barking at the background. Earl the man say the dog them, well, we can't stop that. Uh,
Big one.
Africa Rain,
I believe that one of the biggest problem in this world, you see, is to
yeah,
sit down and pray. Just give God thanks and appreciate all that you have already gotten. Don't
exactly.
ask nothing.
Africa
Just give
Rain
God
is
thanks
saying,
for everything.
yeah, Africa Rain is saying, and then she say, laugh out loud. I love his vibes. Old man, children, and women going to church. You are so right, my brother. So Africa Rain is agreeing with you. And I must say that Africa Rain is one of my fans that have been there a lot of years now. She comment on a lot of my videos. She's very hypocritical. She knows what she wants. She loved Jamaica. She never stated whether she was Jamaican or not. But the way she loved Jamaica, I assume that she is. If not, there are a lot of people out there that love Jamaica just as much as she does. So I just want to big up Africa Rain for the constant support. But she love your vibes, she's saying. And we need to do this more, Mackie. Mackie, how come you're so elusive, bro? You know, come Big Stone can't find you, brother. Every time Mackie conscious is here, there, and everywhere, and you don't know what going there.
Well,
Oh,
Big
she says
Stone,
she's Jamaican. Africa Red. Big up. Africa Red is Jamaican. Big up yourself, Africa Red.
Big Stone, I always say I'm a phone caller. You know, I have a philosophy. You know, like some people say, when you don't call them for a long time, they say, oh boy, you're not even gonna link me. I never say that yet, you know. Because anytime I feel like you should have linked me, I say to myself, me should have linked you. You have some people, them feel like a man, he asks to do something for him, and I never hear him back for a year. And the next time call him back tense. I say, boy, Mark, you know do it. I say, brother, come me do it for you again. Why you
Yeah,
go
man.
call me to talk about? People business. If I don't link you and I don't connect you, me, we don't have nothing to talk about. When you have
Yeah,
something to
that's
talk
true.
about, and me have
We'll
something to
link.
talk about, we will call or
All
me
right.
will call.
All right. Piccolo underscore son is saying the church is teaching the feminine understanding of God. However, you must also learn the masculine understanding of God and merge them to gain true understanding. Respond to that. Thank you very much, Africa Rain. I see that. Big up, big up.
One
Respond
thing,
to that, Mackie.
one thing we must, I always say this, you see, a man who believes in God is equal to a man who don't believe in God. They are both a believer and a disbeliever. None of them is sure. So we don't condemn religion, we don't condemn a man who don't believe, and we don't condemn a man who believes. Anything you believe in, hold on, because guess what? Every religion pray to a God. Some to the river, some to the mountain, some to the sea, some to an image, and they keep doing it because they get results. Who hold up your hand and pray to a God in heaven, you continue doing it because you get results. So we should have removed the division of religion because none of us know what or who is God. Chances are God is the same thing for every one of them. Let us say this God is in the air. When you pray, God knows say you know no sense. A stone you pray to. So when you pray for this stone, you will take the credit. So pray to who you want to pray. What remove away the division, the religious division, and let us see people as people. Anything you believe in, continue doing what you believe in. But one thing you must ensure you believe in yourself, that what you need to achieve, whoever is your God has already given you the ability to achieve. You were made, you were created in a farm with a brain, with sense, common sense, everything. Anything you do to yourself, you can't look good in your clothes if you don't put it on or if you don't see it the way. You can't see yourself if you don't look in the mirror. Every morning and every night, everybody must talk to yourself. Because that's the only person you can't lie to. Go in the mirror
Yeah.
this morning, we have to mark you, boy, you look fresh in the morning, you look, boy, your beard are grey. You can't see your beard are grey. You can't see you broke if you're broke. Talk to who in the mirror. Forget about who around you, because the people around is only going to occupy your space and your mind and cause you to live to please them. Live, please yourself, your environment, and see what we can do for the next generation. And that's a me of it.
All right. Mackie Conscious, you have the guitar close by you there? Because all for people I say, boy, you talk to the great Mackie Conscious. Me want to hear my favorite tune in the Leave the Crumbs Alone. That's one of Big Stone all-time favorite. So, I don't know if you want to do it a cappella or if you draw for the guitar or any which way. The platform is yours. You're my special guest. Any which way you want to do the crumbs. But me just
We
want
have
the
to
world hear
a
that tune, yeah.
cappella. A
Acapella,
cappella.
lick it pan them, Mackie.
The whole world is like a cake with slices. You get yours, beg you don't trouble my peace. Nobody talk about the world's in a crisis. Leave the crumbs alone. You see your face? If Jaja did make you special, how you no bloom roses and petal? How you no make out of steel and metal? Leave the crumbs alone. You better believe. Every man have to live. You better believe. Yes, the food have to eat. Yeah, man, we have to believe in yourself.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
song
man,
name
leave.
Follow Your Dreams. If you don't have a plan, you can't. If no matter what your dreams are, you can't achieve your dreams and your goals if you don't have a plan.
You have to have a plan.
So if you have a plan, you set the goals. The only thing you next have to do is believe in yourself.
All
Then
right,
you say,
Mackie, the tune where you said you're not getting a play on the radio and they're not play it on the reality tune there. You have it there? You
which one?
can
The
play
one
it,
that
play
say,
it. The
right,
reality tune there.
the
You
whole
know if
heap
you
of
can,
reality. Which one you talk about? The one,
the
oh,
one
more
where you said
reality.
more reality, man. Cause that we
All
need
right,
in Jamaica, you know. Cause
all
if
right.
we have more,
Well,
you see, if we have more reality, can we love that country, you know, I tell you, you know. Me
all
love Jamaica, Camden, Rastan. Me know say a whole lot of people out there we are listening to the broadcast here, love this country and want the best for this country. Saying so
right. Let me see if I can find a tune
you
there.
can fly it and play it, me could get a little piece of it. Because
All right.
we want to know why they wouldn't want to play this tune and why you have to pay them whole lot of money on the radio station to play them type of tune. And when some tune are sing through the airways and some things are going and the kids them take up some habits and some things where like that on the airwaves and them thing. I'm gonna look out for the artists who are be creative because your
Yeah.
experience where you're right and we as intelligent mind can decipher through the rubbles. And we know what to pick up as good thing and what to put aside as garbage. See? So remember we are learn people, but we are talking about the kids them brethren. Them are the most important thing to I and I right now. Them vulnerable. And they are the next generation. So
Yeah.
Market Conscious, how can we find you now on your social media platform? There goes that word again, social media.
First thing, spell the name correctly. MAKIECONSCIOUS. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, email at Gmail, say Maki Conscious everywhere. Type it in Google. Just type Maki Conscious in Google. See here? MAKICONSCIOUS. I'm a phone caller where I never hide my number. If you go on my Maki
Put up your
Conscious
number.
channel, my number
Put up
is
your
always
number.
here. 876-385-0389. And we're ready for the
Hold on.
world. Anytime.
876 3
3885
yeah. Go on.
0389. We're ready to be everywhere, every time. I do a lot of motivational speaking too, because you see, if you notice, I just came to this interview without
All
being
right, so
told.
we just put up Market Conscious number on the airway, ladies and gentlemen. So
Yeah,
if you don't want to reach in touch with Maki,
yeah,
the numbers are there. I am on my live right now. I'm talking to Maki Conscious. Yeah. So if you want, get in touch with Maki Conscious, the number is up there. Everybody can see. Can you see it, Maki? You see it?
yeah, man, yeah, man.
All right. His number is
385-0389.
Maki Conscious. You can call him if you want to book him. If you want him, just come and hang out and do some motivational speaking to the children. Them. If you want him at
Yeah,
church, anyway you want Maki Conscious, he will make himself available. Have you know, say traveling allowances and stipend and them thing that plays a part.
yeah,
Artistry is his life, is a career. So there's a fee attached to it. He not kill nobody. You know what I mean? But I just want to
yeah.
start book Maki, make Maki become relevant. I mean, he's relevant now because he's here with us, but we just want Maki to be even more relevant. They must say your Facebook link, Maki.
You say my what?
What is your Facebook link? Just Maki Conscious?
Maki Conscious just the same. Everything for me,
Uh,
anywhere you find it.
anywhere you go, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Maki Conscious all the way. Well, Maki,
Yeah.
is there anything else you want to say, brother?
We want some more life, you know. We have to link me and we talk the rest. We do any motivational and any topic. I do workplace talk just the same, you know, organizational talk just the same. And I never study a topic because I've been studying all my life. Yeah. So every single thing we take it on. Interview just like this. You just ask me any question and answer. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah. Well, Maki boy, may I tell you, it was a short notice, but you don't know
Yeah,
you're my brethren for life. And we could do this
yeah.
often, man. We could even, if even once or twice a month, we can come up on the conscious platform because Jamaica need that. Jamaica need to
Come
hear
on.
from the conscious minds. You know what I mean? Because
Definitely.
I in my 60s, I a big
Yeah,
man now and thing. And you know, I believe we have learned so much thing, what life has taught us as young
yeah,
men coming up. And we have never been to prison, never spent no time behind bars and all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
So we give thanks
yeah,
for the teaching of our parents, the teaching of our ancestors, the teaching of the type of friends that we keep. Because them say,
yeah.
show me your company, I tell you who you are. So we
Right.
just want to big you up, Virgin, and we can't stop big you up enough. And I thank you very much for being my very special guest today on my platform. The platform is yours. Anytime you want break out it. You was telling me about your new album, Inspiration. Tell me a little bit
Yeah,
more of
man.
that before you go now.
Well, as I was saying, you know, it's just songs to inspire people, because that is what people want, you know. Many people lose whole heap of loved one. Many people go through whole heap of things through a period. Many people lost their vision, lost their dreams, man, sidelined by many things that could have happened, should have happened. Many things set back over the last couple of years, you know. So at this time, what people really need is something to make sure you realize. That's why one of the songs which I have, which is gonna be on it, is a song what tell you there'll be a brighter day.
There'll be a
As
brighter
long
day.
as as long as you are here, you have a right to be here. You have a space.
Wow.
So make
Wow,
use of it.
wow, wow.
Take that space, yeah. 'Cause if you never there, you would
Piccolo,
not.
Piccolo underscore said, Jamaica raise up on your toes and balance like the Cabra kings and queens. What a way to end the
Yeah.
program. Big up yourself to everyone. Africa Rain, Piccolo underscore son, Jeff Kelly, Earl the Bat, all of the items that's tune in. And we didn't get a chance to hear you making a comment. Jacqueline Mullins is there. Big up yourself. Now, see what Jacqueline has said. She said, good morning, good afternoon, and evening, Big Stone, respect and manners. Maki, keeping being positive. Younger ones need the vibration. Jackie Mullins said that, What you want to say to
Yeah, man.
Jackie? Cause you have to say something forward to Jackie.
Jackie, we are gonna say bless up yourself, join the team because we're ready for the world. Even that line of inspiration, conversation is inspirational alone. We could know that whatever we said and as said here was not wasted.
Good. Anybody else want to post up them thing and can do it now? We have 3 more minutes. If you know want to ask Mackie Conscious any question, can just shoot it up, I mean, post it up on the screen and then Mackie will answer anything you want to ask him. Mackie, you married? I'm going to pick me up. Hey, we want to know the thing. You married, Mackie? How much kids you have, though? Answer the virgin.
Oh, you want to know if I'm married? Big
Yeah,
Stone,
how much kids you have?
I have 2 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk the other party if you don't want to talk the other party.
You not talk the other part yet. You not talk the other part yet.
All right. Anybody want to ask any question? The platform is open. You can type in anything you want to say and so on. So, Mackie, between me and you, right?
Yeah.
We've been talking for well over an hour. But yeah, my brethren, Lasani Creed. Oh, you come on. So, hey, Lasani Creed is another blogger, Lasani, more big you up in a brethren. And more you start play upon your YouTube channel. So, Mackie Conscious, brethren, because Mackie one of them soldier like we. No, Lasanic Reed is a blogger on YouTube. Him have his own platform. And we share things. If me do a thing and Lasanic want a little piece of it, him just come and say, big soon, big little piece of footage there. And we share it because guess what? We want that camaraderie, the brethren. We don't want to fight against the blogger, fight against the next blogger, and the artist fight against the next artist. And you know what I'm saying? So I just want to big up Lasanic Reed and send them over to Lasanic Reed YouTube platform. And him have a whole thing, right? Him say, what Mackie think about e-commerce? Somebody ask you that. Mackie, somebody, Earl the Bat Lorenz, say, what you think about e-commerce?
E-commerce have more than one side. One wheel really make you really one wheel. I think it's a bad tune. What else you want to hear?
All right. Africa Rain said, what is the cost for one show in Kenya or Guinea Bissau? I don't even know how you pronounce the last word. Bissau?
What is the cost for one show in Kenya?
Yeah, but Africa Rain didn't have the number, man. You just call up Mackie, man.
She can't leave me for that.
Yeah, man, just call up Mackie Africa Rain and get the artists in a Kenya or Guinea. Make him
man,
come
man.
See? That's how the creature boy, I'm going to share the live right now. Share up the live.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Wow, what a show, brethren. We started out a little bit late because we did supposed to start out 12 o'clock on the dot. But as you know, technical errors and so on, and we wanted to add it right. And guess what, Mackie? You see the last part of the video, sweet, because your voice come out clean, brethren. No, we don't know the vampire them whether try to stop it from go through smoothly. But everything was just perfect in the last 45 minutes at the interview, brethren. Everything come out clean, and I'm grateful for that, Anything else you want to impart for your fan base? Anybody want to ask any more question of Mackie? You understand? But I'm going to try to get you that show. Hey, Earl the Bat, I want to hear, brethren. Yeah, Earl, no? He comes with the LGBT agenda. That is why I asked.
Oh, that thing want to know. Let me give
Yeah,
you my
that's
talk.
why.
Let me give you my talk on that. You see that world, it make with a lot of people. I don't know who make everybody. According to the Bible and say God say let us make man. Who want God make man? Who is the us? Is him and the devil? If I him and the devil make man means say God make some and the devil make some. What you think? What me try to do is escape that line of even conversation and discussion. If whatever people feel like doing with themselves, as long as you don't bring it across to me, which is not my line, and affect me and my standard and whatever, because some of the best people in the world are the worst people, and if you understand what I mean.
And some of the
If
worst
you
people are the best people. Yeah.
and some of the,
Yeah.
yeah, and some of the worst people are the best people, either way around. So what I try to do is exit, just like how me exit from even the discussion of religion. You understand what I mean? If people want to do things, cause in this world, choice go with consequence, you know. Anything you choose, you have a consequence to face. You chop down a tree, you can chop it in your house. So me
Yeah.
don't know why people be why them be, but if you be why you be and you keep it to yourself, you don't really have no problem with you on that. Because people have values in other ways other than what them feel or what them think and feel it. So I can't
Yeah.
he come out anytime sing some tune and I love the tune the same way, respect of what and busy with that side of nobody life. You know what I mean? So we just want to say everyone are my fans, irrespective of whether you're religious, whether you're non-religious, whether you love God, hate Rasta, hate sexuality, hate what. We just try to move away from the discussion and every man left, as we say, the wheat and the tears grow together till the day of harvest. You know what I mean? All right, I want to show you something what a lot of people don't recognize. You ever see a man thief a goat, a community hold him and beat him to death? Man thief a goat is what? What you say, big stone? It's a goat thief,
The
right?
man who thief, yeah, the man who thief the goat is a goat thief, but the man who beat him to death is a murderer. So
Which
which
one
one
of them
more?
were? Which one were?
Yeah, and that is why Mackie me not support the death penalty, because a man go to go kill some people, right? And we say, all right, kill him. So what does that make you who kill him?
But even other
Because
than that, if you kill,
none of we not create life. You know what I
but
mean? We
if you
understand how
kill the
some
man,
people feel. Yeah.
if you kill the man gets no penalty, you know, because he's dead and him no know saying dead. Probably better you torture him then. Make you know what you torture him for. Every
Yeah.
time him about to recover, you probably give him some medicine and torture him again. Probably. That's the subject by it inside yourself, big
Anyway,
stone.
we're going to close off now. Piccolo him ask the last question. Him say, I'm not going to show it up. Him said that agenda is the misunderstanding of the masculine and feminine energy ratio inside of them. To each
Yeah,
his own, like I say, as long as it doesn't come across my platform and want to infringe upon my rights. Anything you want to do, you
yeah,
do it, brother. As long as you do it within the privacy of your home, and we never want to expose your other younger minds them to something but them don't even know about yet and them thing there.
yeah,
No problem, no one know anything. No one know anything. So once again,
yeah.
Mackie, one on the board, the question, me here with Jackie, I said. Jackie said, 2 words, just do you and that's it. That's my policy. Each to their own. We all have our own views. Respect. Respect. Blessing upon blessing to all. And then Mr. Lasanic reader said, Mackie, wrote any song for artists? Him say if you write song for artists. If he's a ghost rider.
A songwriter can write song for anybody, and I don't stop a man from sing over my song because they need more artists to extend the life of them.
No,
Just
no,
one.
but the question is asked if you would write song for an artist.
Sure, sure. I'm a songwriter, not just
Okay.
a singer. Because I mean, just the relevant right to say I'm the songwriter. Just like even the song More Reality is produced by Richie B.
Okay.
He just
Okay.
gave me the rhythm and I write the song for it. I'm the songwriter, he's the producer. Similarly,
Okay.
I can write song and I help a lot of people write a lot of songs too. So if an
Okay.
artist
All right.
require a song or whatever, no big deal, that can be done.
All right. We want big up now in party now, because we're going to close off now. Naki.
But We always hear so when you try to big up somebody, you left out somebody. So not to left out anybody, we just want to big up all who under the tone of my voice. All the people under the tone of my voice at this point in time, man. Big up. Listen
Yeah,
there.
that's the fact. Well, I want to big up all of my fan base and Lasani Creed. Big up yourself. I hope your channel grow till it just past 300,000 like oh my friend. And I want to take this opportunity and this platform to congratulate, teach them on reaching a tremendous milestone of 300,000 subscribers. Now, teaching just started a little over 2 years ago, and he has done so much for social media, so much for blogging, and I never hear teach him get involved in any mix up. You understand? Or any passa. So more and big him up on the platform. Margarita Clunis. Oh, she said she only just sister me was live. I want to Margarita, big soon I go live, big soon I start go live more often because my fan base start ask me for it. So big soon want me to school up perception, brethren, you can come to the fore with some great topics. So Margarita Clunis, big up herself, share the live. Lasani Creed said up while the people just are jumping now. Because see what going on as you know. Africa Rain say more prior. Lasani Creed said up. But we'll close off, Maki, I double salute you, Rastafari. Give
Yes,
thanks
sir.
for this hour ad. I'm not going to say hour and holy. Almost 2 hours over there, chat, enough love, enough respect. Thank you for being
Yeah,
my very special guest, man, on the platform. It was an
yeah.
honor talking to the eye. I've learned so much from the conscious one that I will want to have you soon.
Mm.
Say that. And it's your platform. You want to talk about it, just jump on the phone and say, yo, big so say me have this to talk about. And we just share the platform, brethren. Because it
Yeah.
there for all of us to utilize. See, sir? So much love. The
Well,
last word is yours.
what I want to say now, just stand firm and keep the faith. Follow your dreams and believe in yourself. The goals you must achieve. Follow
Rastafari.
your dreams. Believe in yourself. The goals you must achieve.
Follow your dream and believe in yourself. The goals you must achieve. What
And
a
remember,
wonderful way to end
if
the
you don't
program.
have any plans, you must have a plans. You must have to set your plans in order because you won't receive your goals if you don't put your plans. Get your plans together. Believe in yourself. If you
Give thanks.
never had a dream, then a dream you can't achieve. If you never set
Thank you
the
so much.
goals you can't achieve. If you never made the plans, the result you won't receive. Then if you know that you done them all, then in yourself you must believe. Follow your dreams. Believe in yourself. The goals you must achieve. Yeah, making the plans, it's all in your hands. To the highest point, believe. Yeah.
Give
Everybody
thanks.
want to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. You can't soar like an eagle if you're afraid to fly. If to see
Oh,
a shooting star, you have to look up in the sky. Then to be what you want to be, the only thing you have to do is try. Follow
powerful,
your
powerful.
dreams.
Follow your dream.
Check out
Thank you very much, Mackie Conscious. Ladies and
this
gentlemen,
one.
there you have it. The Conscious One on Big Stone Television. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You're going to be seeing us. Look out for the ads. Look on my WhatsApp, Big Stone underscore 4318. Big underscore Stone underscore 4318. And you can reach me at Claude Sinclair, Claude Big Stone Sinclair on Facebook. And of course, Big Stone Television on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you, my very special guest, Mackie Conscious. Thank you all for tuning in. I had a great time. See you soon. Rastafari.